All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are gonna do something that I have never done before. So y'all stick around and I'm gonna tell you exactly what we're gonna be doing. All right, so tonight we're gonna do something different, something that I don't think I've ever done personally or on this channel. And that is we're gonna put a spot and stalk on a doe or a group of does. It's not gonna be a super long spot and stalk, but we do know that there is a pasture over here on our property that they come out to every single night, almost about this time at dusk while the sun's going down, and they graze through that entire pasture. They're used to the pressure of people driving up and down because it is on the driveway where the drive comes in. So it's kind of an unusual spot for deer to congregate, but we got some cover on the road coming in. Me and my brother, Jackson's gonna run the camera for me. I'm gonna have the GoPro on my chest mount. We're gonna try to sneak our way up this road and see if we can't get a shot with our bow on a deer in this pasture. We have a couple spikes hanging around with their mom and the mature does that are their mom. I want to get them out of the way so those young spikes hopefully will hang around on our property and not get bumped off. So y'all hang around. Let's go see if we can't get us a deer. The guy here a little early, it looks like. We just busted a couple does, but they didn't really bust. So we're gonna keep moving, nice and slow. hoping we didn't spook. There's normally like 4 to 8 deer that we see in this pasture. I saw 2 that spooked that way. I'm hoping if we calm down that they'll come back out. I'm not positive, but
we'll see. This is not the best spot, but it's the best spot we've got right now. I always like to test whichever position you're in to shoot in. I like to test pulling my bow back to make sure I can get a shot off in the position that I'm in. So, that's game on if they step out of this pasture. Okay guys, so I think number one, the big group of deer is not showing up like they normally do. They would normally be in the pasture by now. Maybe it's their off night, I don't know. We spooked two, as far as I know, two doe up in the woods to our right coming in. I know that they've come from that direction before. So if we had been in here 15, 20 minutes later, I think we would have had those doe on this pasture. Tomorrow, during the hot of the day, I'm going to come in here and put a blind up right here where we're sitting, a little further over into the woods, and clear just one or two shooting lanes into this pasture. And I think by the end of season, we're going to shoot a doe out of this pasture. Tonight just wasn't that night, so it was worth a shot. But the story's going to keep going. That's why deer hunting is so challenging, is trying to figure out the pattern of where the deer are. And timing up crossing paths with them in the woods. So we're going to give it just a few more minutes and then we're going to slip out of here. We at least saw a couple, but we spooked them out before we got in here. So we either need to be in here earlier, get in the blind, set up before they start moving, or we need to get in here a little bit later when they're already out on this pasture. Alright. See you guys in the morning. If we don't, since we didn't get anything tonight, I am going to be hunting in the morning, so I've already got my saddle ready. There's a spot down by the creek we're going to be sitting, so y'all stay tuned in the morning. I'll see y'all bright and early, well, before the Alright guys, we're back out here in the woods this morning. We did the spot and stalk last night, didn't have any luck. Slept in this morning, got the saddle set up down here in the creek bottom. We've had some doe coming through, as well as one nice sized buck. I've nicknamed him Lefty. He's got a pretty big fork on one side. Then he's got a full rack on the other side. Definitely would shoot him if he came by today. But I haven't seen him in a couple days. Sun's just coming up good. First time I've been able to actually get the GoPro to even show just a little bit of my face. Or my hat mainly. But everything's waking up around me. We're sitting over the creek. We'll see if we can make something happen. If we can find something to shoot it today, that would check off our first saddle kill, plus our first bow kill. Got a lot of things we're shooting for this season, but I'm gonna shut up. And we're gonna see if we can find something to come in. I am only running the GoPro today, so unfortunately you're not gonna be able to see what I'm seeing, but you're gonna get to watch me the whole time. Lucky y'all. So we'll see. The longest shot's about 30 yards. We're looking at somewhere between 18 and 20 yards for most shots. I'm feeling really good about this morning. Got in here without spooking anything. Let's see if anything comes in. Well, morning guys, you can actually see me now. Oh, I haven't had any action, haven't seen anything coming through. It's almost 9 o'clock. But I just had a hawk fly up right next to me. It landed literally 5 feet away from me. Just sat there, stared at me, and it flew over to the tree next to me. So very cool. Just waiting to see if they're going to start moving. I've had the does coming through a little bit later in the morning sometimes. But we'll see. Now I'm holding my breath to see Lefty coming through here. I've only had him once on this camera. That was beginning of this week. He came through like right before shooting light, like 6:30-ish. Still in the dark pretty much. Down here in this bottom, we can't really shoot until about 7:30. So we'll see, but that hawk was so cool. You never know what you're gonna get to see when you sit out here in the woods, so. We'll see if anything comes through. That was my chance. I had 2 mature doe and a fawn come in. They came in from behind me. Didn't smell me. Didn't spook. But they slipped in. And they came right in where I wanted them to. But they came across the creek instead of keeping moving. I almost let one fly. But there was a branch in the way. I needed her to take a couple more steps, and instead of moving forward, she turned behind the tree branch. And there's this one bunch of limbs right here that I was using for cover in case they came in close. Well, they did. They came in close, but they stayed behind that cover the entire time. And I had a shot behind me, but my platform's too creaky. I couldn't get flipped around quick enough. That was the chaos that y'all saw. I was trying to flip around and get a shot on the backside. Alright guys, I can't even imagine having a big buck coming on you, because I just had those 3 doe come in and drew back on them. And man, I am shaking so bad. That rush of adrenaline. There's not much like it. Like, I can't get my legs to stay still. Oh my word, I didn't even shoot at it. Crazy. 920s when they rolled through. No, probably about 9:15. Oh gosh, I gotta stop. I gotta stop shivering, because if another one comes through, I gotta be able to take a shot. Alright everybody, so that's probably gonna be a wrap for my morning. Been out here, it's about 10:30 right now. The wind's picking up. Ian, the Hurricane Ian, is going up the coast right now. Luckily it's missing Georgia mostly, but we are getting some wind off of that. So the wind's picking up this afternoon. Looks like it's gonna be pretty breezy. So not a great chance for hunting, but I wanted to get in here this morning and see if we couldn't see anything. We did see 3 doe, 2 mature and 1 fawn. They snuck in right behind me. They were 20 yards away. I drew back on the back one because I realized they weren't going to keep going. I was anticipating them to keep moving down this little road, this 4-wheeler trail over here on the other side of the creek, and I was anticipating them to keep going. And my shooting lanes are not great here. I kind of put this stand up last minute, so I have most of my shooting lanes right here, and they were a little further back where I didn't have a ton of shooting lanes cleared out. I am going to come in here. If the wind keeps up this afternoon, I may slip back in here and trim up a couple of these branches that they were hiding behind the whole time, just to clean up just a little more shooting lanes, so that when we get back in here, there'll be less opportunity for them to hide and slip away. But unfortunately, we didn't get anything this morning. I'm just glad we saw something. It's nothing like seeing these creatures out here in the wild. But yeah, so last night we did the spot and stalk, didn't see anything. I'm probably going to set up a blind in that pasture in the wood line for a couple future hunts, because I know the deer are there in the evenings. It's just a matter of getting them timed up, and I think with the blind we'd be able to get in there early enough and sit and wait on them. But we're still looking for our first bow deer, first saddle deer. A lot of firsts we're looking for this season. But thank you guys for watching, like always. I hope you are enjoying the content. Unfortunately, we didn't get to throw an arrow at a deer in this video, but hopefully there'll be a few more videos coming your way where we will get to potentially drop a deer this season. So guys, like always, we just want to say, whatever you guys are doing, make sure you're all in. And for the people that are in the path of Hurricane Ian, just wanted to say, we've been praying for you. I know it's been super challenging, super tough. The devastation looks awful down there. So we're praying for you guys. Y'all are in our thoughts and prayers as all this goes on. I'm not sure when this is going to post, but right now Ian just finished up in Florida and working his way towards South Carolina. So just know we're praying for you guys as y'all
recover from this storm. But as always, if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. That way y'all get notified next time we post a video. We've got a couple cool videos on the way here shortly, different from the hunting stuff. So y'all stick around and we'll see you in the next video.